Hello?
Hey, hello, is this thing on? Somebody's having a technical and other unrelated issues this morning, and it's not the good-looking guy on the screen right now, by the way, folks. Good morning. This is your morning coffee with the DoN. I'm speaking the way I am because I'm trying to wake myself up and get fired up for this morning's show. Hey, appreciate everyone being on here, and with me is my my mentor, my partner in crime, Mr. Gen X Collectibles. Good morning, sir. How are you? And by the way, I like that. What is that neon sign behind you? That's pretty nice. I like that.
Thank you.
When did you get that?
Amazon Prime Day.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't find anything that I wanted or really needed, but then I saw one of your recent videos. I think you did a live test or something.
Yeah,
live stream test, and I saw that, and I was like, I bet you got that on Prime, but I'm not sure.
I did. It was on sale, and I'm having problems. I can't connect my OBS to my YouTube channel right now, so I changed the settings somewhere. So I was messing around and went live, and it turned into a nice little chat session, and like 20 people in there, and just chit chat,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, kind of a little spontaneous thing. Maybe I should do that kind of stuff since I'm working predominantly from home now. So I mean, do like a little lunchtime thing, or maybe like afternoon break or something. Just go online for a little bit, give people a chance to connect and stuff. That's a good idea. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah.
So anyway. Yeah. So, hey, thanks for being here, my friend. I really appreciate you being on. So let's go over here to the chat and say good morning to everybody. And of course, my man, Mr. Polybuck. I don't know if you're still here or not, but hey, folks, please be sure to subscribe and give the support to Mr. Polybuck. He's another one of my YouTube channel mentors, and he passed the 600 subscriber mark about a week ago, I think.
Yep.
And he's definitely on his way to hit that 1K barrier for sure. It'll happen in no time, folks. He's a great guy, wealth of knowledge, and very personable. You can ask him questions and everything. So I appreciate his support. So, hey, Polly PB, if you're here, appreciate you joining us this morning. And Split Paint, good morning. Thanks for joining us. And, of course, my partner in crime here. And I'm really digging that neon line, neon sign. I need something like that. Anyway, Mr. MJ Boudreau, good morning, sir. Wonderful videos he puts out, folks. Very, very entertaining. And if you have questions about errors, coins, and things like that, I think the most recent videos he's been doing on pennies. But I would venture that Mr. Boudreau also knows other error coins and things like that. So reach out to him if you have questions about error coins, because his videos, I think, are predominantly about those, mint errors or double die stamps or, whatever that nomenclature is. So reach out to him and watch his videos. They're really, really entertaining. You get to learn something new. And I like the music he puts them to. So, and then I'm just going to say good morning to this guy and move on, because he likes stealing my taglines.
Right there.
Yeah. And then who we got here? We got Mr. Resnick. Good Andy. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you being here. And who else we got? Mr. Stacking Perpetrator. How are you, sir? Good morning. Another wonderful silver. We got Silver Wolverines, and we also have Stacking Perpetrator. These guys put out really good content and stuff. So please show them support as best as you can. And then here's my animal spirit guide, Mr. Donald, New Mexico. Good morning, sir. How are you? And who else we got? Who else? Let me cycle through. Yeah, and there's PB, and then Mr. Okay, Hal. Make sure I got that right. Mr. Hal, Mr. John. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Oh, is he? Okay, he's in there. Cool.
Yep.
And here is Ken O'Mine. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you being here. And I think we're all caught up. So we got some great folks here in the chat. Again, appreciate your support and joining us this morning. So the reason I'm not on camera is because I can't get my camera to work on my new computer. And the guy, Mr. X here, him and I have been back and forth about it pretty much since I got the new machine. So I think now, I think the problem is two things. One, it's Windows 11 because my new computer is, Windows 11 out the door. And two, the camera is some El Cheapo camera I got on Amazon, and there's no, manufacturer driver for it. It's using the Windows default, and I think that's why it's not working. I mean, it's a good camera, and the reason I bought it wasn't necessarily for live stream because I really wasn't, ready to. I wasn't really in the going to do a YouTube channel. I bought it originally to mount a tripod on it and then point it at my 3D printer. So when I went away for work, I could like log into my home network and then I could look at the video and see how the printer's doing. If it's starting to, do something wild or crazy, I could remotely tell my printer to stop printing. If it start melt, filament and it's starting to, drip all over the place or something, I can remotely watch it, check it, and then if I had to stop the 3D printer. So that's the original, and I had it. It worked on my computer in the my old computer, but since I started the channel, I've been using this laptop that I was using while I was going to back to school, and it's been working fine. And then, what was it, about 2 weeks ago, I guess, it just finally gave up.
Yep.
So that motivated me to get a brand new desktop PC, and it's a wonderful machine. Oh man, that thing's nice. But,
Polly Buck's got a question on your camera. Says, is it a webcam?
No. Maybe that's part of the problem. It's not. It's just a 1080. I don't remember the model number, but it's not like a name brand, camera, video camera. So maybe that's a part of it too.
It's like a point and shoot type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fixed lens. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, something like that. So.
Yeah. Did you check to see if there was a? Yeah. And Polly Buck said, "Did you take the card out of it?" I was going to say I didn't. I thought it was a webcam as well. But did you go to the manufacturer's website for the camera to see if there was a driver update?
I did, and there is none.
Oh.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't spend a lot on the camera, but what's the old saying? You get what you pay for. So.
Yep. You do.
So it's just going to be relegated to stay in the computer room, or I should say, go back in the computer room and just, keep it for what I originally intended it for. It's just to watch my, or be able to watch my 3D printer when it's printing, and then, I can remote access it if I need to.
Polly Buck's again saying there's got an SD card in it.
It does. It has one. Yep, it's in there.
How big a memory?
32 or 64. I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah, because you've got to make sure that the card is in it.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Mine is the same way. My Canon, my M50. I've got to have a card in it.
Yeah. No.
Even though I'm live streaming, it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in there. I think it's 32. 32 or 64. No, it's one of those two, 32 or 64 gig. But anyway, so. Yeah.
So you're just going to be a talking icon.
Yeah, I'm going to pull some other guy's channel thing,
That's all right.
Well, I mean, it gives me something to do now, so I'll be heading to Best Buy. I was trying to, like, I can fix this. I'm sure I can make it work, but nah, just, accept defeat and go get a webcam, a real actual webcam. So that's the way it goes. It's okay.
No, that's interesting. Well, maybe I should try to take mine out, but I thought mine wouldn't work with the card out, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I'm also using, and I'm sure you've got it, Bollywood. I've got the battery pack that plugs in, so I don't have to worry about battery. It's a little fake battery that goes in the slot, and then you plug a adapter into it and then plug it into the wall. That way I never run out of juice on the camera. So maybe that has something to do with it. But maybe I'll play with it when we're done with the stream. But what I really need is to figure out connecting my OBS to YouTube.
Yeah, that's another thing I gotta learn OBS. Now that I have a machine, I could probably actually handle the workload. So yeah, I need to learn. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things I need to do, as well as make some fresh new content that I haven't done in a while. But that's what's nice about the new machine. Now I have I got Spendy and got the Dell had a like package discount on a photo and video editing software suite. It was like
Okay.
$67. It's called something called Power Studio, 18 video and 19 for photo edit, whatever. But it's two separate suites. So, and you could do layering. So when you put your video together, you can put layers on top of layers. So you can have like an animation thing on top of your video and things like that. And, add all the nice little special effects and everything to it. So I was like, yeah, that's worth it. If we're going to, take this YouTube channel, really want to step it up. It's worth. I think it was worth spending that little extra money to get a quality, video and photo editing software suite, so I could really start, kind of stepping up the game a little bit.
Hello, Diane's cabin.
Diane, good morning. How are you?
Wonderful time. I hope you had a good time at the Cincinnati show. I did catch some of your live streams. Mr. V Rose just popped in.
Hey.
Hello.
There he is. Good morning, sir. How are you?
We gotta have a question here.
Okay.
And get a fairly cheap webcam. What is cheap in your opinion? Because you can get some inexpensive $20, $30 ones from Amazon or even Best Buy. That'll do the job. It's got autofocus and stuff. But depending on how much money you want to spend and how much detail, it can be from $20, $30 to thousands.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to go to like 4K, ultra high definition and stuff, yeah, you can get super spendy. But
yeah, mine will shoot 4K, but it doesn't shoot it very well, and there's just no reason for me to do that. I just shoot it in 1080p.
Yeah, I think 1080p. Unless you're going into actual like studio production work and things like that, I think 1080p is more than sufficient, in my opinion. But it's all up to you.
Depends on your mom, the people, what they're watching it on. If they're watching it on their TV, where they've got 4K TV, they get the benefit of it. Everybody else, if they're just on a laptop or whatever, unless it's 4K compatible, but most people don't have that, or their phones, right?
Yeah,
but everything's moving that way. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I mean, eventually they'll have 4K over the air, because it's 1080p now, I believe. Digital over the air broadcast. But as soon as that goes 4K, then that'll be when you have the paradigm shift towards 4K. But it's going to be a while before we get there.
That makes a big difference, especially with the type of content that he's creating, with the hunting and fishing. You definitely want top end stuff with that, because you're competing with the big boys. And I've actually, if it's the same person that I think it is, he has a fairly large channel.
Outdoor. That's his older brother, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Polybuck's older brother, if I'm correct. Yeah. And
Big E is in the house. Hello, Big E.
Oh, we're here. How are you? What's going on? Thank you. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
How was your visit with Can? And I am extremely jealous, because I believe you had a chance to experience Mama Can's peach pie, which I would give my left arm for right now. I love peach pie.
Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. Polybuck says younger brother. Pardon me.
Oh, and speaking of Can, his ears must be ringing. We just talking about you, Mr. Can. Welcome.
Hey, Mr. Can, how are you? Yeah, haven't touched base with you in a while. Appreciate you being here this morning. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think the Coin Tribe had I think they did a fundraiser auction Thursday, if I recall. I can't remember.
The tribe, they had one last Thursday. Yes.
Yes, Thursday. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I want to go back here for a second. Where is it? Mr. V Rose. Someone suggested buying used quality DSL, but they aren't. They still rather expensive. Some of them are, but the biggest thing, like me and like Paulie Buck, we got the Canon. The reason why I got a Canon is because I've always shot Canon, so I already had a bunch of lenses. Even though it's a different mount, I just had to get a converter, and so I could use the lenses that I already had. So I know the Canon M50, that line is actually being phased out as far as the mount system. They're going to the R mount, which is a more expensive camera. But the M50 works great, and but I know Sony makes a good one. So depending on how much money you want to spend, they can get kind of expensive, but you can get by with a decent regular just webcam. The small ones, I know a lot of people use those. So for what it's worth, when you're buying a camera, you're buying the whole bundle, right? You're buying the lenses and all the peripherals that go with it. And Canon has got a huge selection of lenses, at least in the old EF mounts. And now, like I said, they're going to R mounts, and they're phasing out basically the DSLR, and they're all going mirrorless. I'm probably boring people to death with all the photography jargon, but I used to do that as a part-time gig, which is why I had all the Canon lenses. I've sold a bunch, but I've got a couple left that will suit what I'm doing now with YouTube. In fact, I may have to buy something a little bit different. But anyway, Reno 8P790. Oh, there you go.
Morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
What? What?
Watch your P's and Q's.
Why's that?
Where'd it go? Disappeared.
Oh, hey. Who's your stacker? Good morning. Hey, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate the support. And if I recall, he had his Saturday evening bingo on Who's Channel's channel, and it's usually a good time, good opportunity, great opportunity for friendship, fellowship, and he always has a good time. He can wonderful opportunity if you like to play with balls, and so his bingo is really excellent for that kind of fun on a Saturday night, especially someone like me who's lonely and desperate. You got it. It's the only way you can get some action. Hey, so be it.
Yep.
So, hey, appreciate your support, sir. I believe he's on his way to 1,000 subscribers. I think he's getting pretty close to the 1K mark.
I think you're right.
So everyone, please head over to Mr. Who's Your Stacker's channel and give him a sub and support, and join him on Saturday evening bingos. A lot of fun and really cool prizes, and steel ringers there, and Mr. HVAC. So if you got any of your home cooling and heating questions related to your AC system, Mr. HVAC is always available there in the chat Saturday nights. So hey, appreciate you being here, Mr. Who's Your Stacker. Yep, there she is.
Yeah.
Morning,
hello.
boss.
Yes, hello, Miss Samafar. That's what I said. You gotta behave now.
Oh, hey, there's two things I kind of wanted to talk a little bit and just let's see, we can go back here real quick. I think Mr. Perpetrator brought it up. Here it is. So the 2.5 ounce silver Marine Corps medal dropped this past week. It was either Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, the 15th.
Yeah. So who got one? I did.
I think it was the 15th. Did you order one? Yeah,
I
I had it. I mean, it was still available, and I debated back and forth, and I passed.
Yeah, it's it. I went on. What was it? 12 p.m. So it's 11 o'clock my time. Yeah, I went in. Logged into my account. The Mint site. Had that little check your browser, make sure it's legitimate. Blah blah blah. And yeah, no problem. It just did a whatever it is. Browser verification. Took a couple seconds. I went right through, smooth, in and out, no problem.
Cool.
I didn't go back to check to see, how quick it sold out or anything like that. But from what Mr. Perpetrator said, they're all gone.
Yep.
So
It sold out the next day.
It did? Okay.
Yep.
So it did.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't check this morning at 7:30.
Yeah. Oh, I checked.
I forgot actually.
Yeah, I checked late Saturday afternoon, and it was definitely gone. So I was just curious if it sold out Friday when it dropped, or did it sell out yesterday morning?
I checked Saturday night, and it was still available. And I trying to remember. I know Silver Wolverine did a video. I think it was yesterday, so that they sold out. I don't know if it was around noon or something like that. I can't remember the time.
Mm-hmm.
He can pipe in if he's still here. So how far got that? The passing out of theirs. I'm in with the 1 ouncers. I got the enrollment on that. So that's what I'll be collecting. I'll get the whole set of the 1 ouncers, only because I'm a military history nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I try to be. I know just
No,
enough
I'm
about a
agreeing
little
with
bit to have a conversation. I can get into deep detail in some areas, but not so much in others.
Well, speaking of the man, we're talking about all your home cooling and heating needs. There's Mr. HVAC. Make an appointment. He'll stop by your house and give you a quote on replacing your condenser and compressor and everything else in between. So for all your home related air conditioning needs, call Mr. HVAC Residential Basics. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Nice little plug there.
Yeah.
We did say hello to Ramo, I hope. Ramo,
We did.
8790.
I believe we did.
Okay.
We can say
right.
good morning again. It's all good.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got all the 2.5 metals so far. So I'm in it to collect it.
Yeah. Down New Mexico. Haven't bought a mint. It's 2011, but I want to get the Shears Mustang metal. Yeah, if that was a coin, I would buy it. Because I like the design. And I'm still on the fence. I still may change my mind. But right now, I'm probably going to pass, which may be a mistake. So it'll probably be a game day decision on that one for me.
It's pretty much like they pretty much took the obverse reverse from last year's gold and just put it on a 1 ounce silver.
Yeah,
like high relief.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's the high relief, but it's the same design.
Okay.
With the bucking horse with the saddle and the eagle on the back. But it's a metal. It's not a coin. So it looks like sapphires. Make sure you wear sunscreen and hydrate, man. Like I need to tell you that. You know more about that than I do. 108's a little warm. Wow. Right now it's 77 here, partly cloudy. But I think it's supposed to get up to like 88 or 89. Like it's supposed to be in the upper 80s here all week, but high humidity.
Yeah, we're going into another week of heat, warning for the week. Heating index up to like 110, stuff like that. So this summer it's been crazy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mr. Polybuck's with you.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, Ken. Enjoy your breakfast, and I will check my email, sir. Thank you. Somebody else popped in.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for joining us, Can. Appreciate you being here.
Yep. He's going to go have a homemade breakfast probably from Mama Can. Joel Kirby. Hello.
Good morning. So, okay. So the other question, I wanted to bring up. So spot price this past week. What is going on there? It's weird. I mean, is it the latest economic news? Was there some indicators that came out last week?
Well, the inflation rate came out and it was what, 9.1%?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't recall the exact number, but yeah, it's if anybody's saying, hey, we're not in inflation, it's just a market correction, blah blah blah, you are in denial. And I am referring to a river in Egypt. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Ted Jones. Oh my God. YouTube moderator royalty
extraordinaire. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This Ted Jones, good morning. Thank you for joining us, sir. I appreciate you being here. Yep. He is one of the best mods here in the YouTube community. So if you need a hired gun to help out with your live streams and your chat, definitely look up that man. He knows his stuff. And he's a good guy too.
Didn't he put you in timeout on a stream one time?
Shut up. Shut up. Wait, how do I mute Gen X here?
I think he double whammied you, right? 300 seconds twice in a row.
No, it was Silver Forever.
Oh,
first,
okay.
And then it was Ted Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, see, Ted Jones and I were buddies, so it's cool. It's Silver Forever that I got a problem with. So that's why I unsubscribed to his channel. No, I didn't. Nah, Silver Forever's a good guy too. So definitely.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, just show love and support to all these folks that we're talking about. Great people in our community. So it's reach out to them and everything. It's all good.
Yeah.
The spot's amazing. I mean, an ounce of silver is like below $20 now.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I've been doing a video series on Saturdays, doing the actual spot price versus what the spot price is showing at the all the big online dealers and the variants. And apparently people aren't interested because nobody's watching them. So I don't know if I'm going to continue that or not. But yeah. As far as why and how, I think we're getting probably closer to the bottom. But I don't know if we're at the bottom. I think silver definitely has got a bottom. Only because of what it costs to manufacture or to do the mining process. And I think I had mentioned this the other night. I had made a comment on somebody's video, and I can't remember who now. And somebody else replied saying that there's a lot of other mines that are mining for other items, and the byproduct is silver. So they'll sell it at whatever price, even if spot drops down to 12, they'll still sell it. Now, the actual silver mines themselves, I don't think that they may mine it, but they're just going to sit on it until the spot price goes back up.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't want to, it's a lot of work to mine it and refine it and all that stuff. But yeah, if you're not going to turn a profit over it, then, why go through the effort?
Yeah, I think I had read somewhere that it's like $17 an ounce is what it works out to for their cost. 16, 17, something like that. And if spot drops down to 14 or 15, like some people are thinking or hoping, so that they can continue to stack and load up. I think the only thing that's going to happen there is the premiums are going to just skyrocket, right? Because I think the supply is going to be affected more so than it is now. That's my 2 cents. I mean, but I'm not an expert in that area, and who knows? I mean, spot and with silver and gold, I think we know it's being manipulated. Celebrate did a metal where there was actually, I can't remember, it was an executive from JP Morgan that actually admitted to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They were doing some spoofing, putting in fake buy and sell bids to make the price go up and down. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. I see, when it comes to like the real high end stuff, like, the Silver Eagles, premiums are still high. I mean, they've come down from where they were, so an Eagle that was, in the high 30s, maybe low 40s is now in the low 30s, probably, maybe, but what's it called? Premium, but the percentage of premium that the Eagles, for example, are going for, that number hasn't changed.
And if anything, it's gone up, right?
Yeah. So silver,
obviously,
tank.
I mean, yeah, but there's always a disconnect. There's always the argument, well, silver spot isn't what the real price is for physical. Mm-hmm. And I agree and I understand that. But people, when you go to sell it or buy it, they use the spot price, right? Mm-hmm. So regardless of whatever premium, you're going to get some of that back on gold. But they're going to go a little bit above spot. You're not going to get the full premium back. And on silver, if you bought it at 28, like somebody I know,
I did too,
like a whole tube.
I did too.
And spot's now at 18. If I take that to a dealer or somebody, they're going to give me, because they're generics, they're going to give me $18.10 or whatever. So
it's
yes,
frustrating.
It is. There is a difference between what the demand is doing, and you can see it in the auctions. I mean, there's still some people that are buying it, but the silver stuff, unless you have a huge channel with a big following and people would just want to support you, they're not paying the $34 or $35 an ounce, because obviously they can get it cheaper if even if they bought one and paid for the shipping. Right now, from most of the dealers, you can get it for $23, $22. So you had some shipping on there, and now it's $28 or $29. And if I was to sell mine, I got to sell it for $30 just to break even with shipping and PayPal fees and stuff.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Now, the other side of this argument is there's good deals to be had out there if you shop around.
There is.
There is. It's it's crazy. So if you're everyone just do your due diligence. It's just it just strikes me as amazing. This is within, for me, a little over a year and a half since I started. And to see premium go where it was when I first started to where it is now, it's just within a year and a half. That's just it's amazing.
Paulie Buck makes a very good point here. No such thing as physical price; it's premium to buy. Yep. So we hold tight for the price you'd be offered in a pinch. The only people that I guess it really affects is if you have to sell. And as far and the mental gymnastics that people go through, if they just started stacking within the last couple of years and they've been paying $30 plus per ounce, and now they've seen that they've just lost, now it's worth 18.
Mm-hmm.
Precious metals has always been long-term gain for me. It's never been a short-term type thing. It's not going to be get rich quick at all.
Yeah.
Right. You hold it, and then when it comes time that I do want to sell, hopefully premiums come back up. But if they don't, then that's the way it is, which is why I tend to, I should be buying more silver for dollar cost averaging. But I'm not a true silver stacker. I collect what I like, and I do buy some stuff here and there, generics and some bars, but I prefer the yellow shiny stuff right now.
Yeah.
Even though those that say gold to silver ratio right now, time to buy is silver. And if you're a silver stacker, I totally get it. And I agree. If I was a silver stacker, boy, I'd be loading up.
Yeah. I'm kind of very similar where I'm at right now too. Same thing. I started off stacking silver, stacking, and I decided it's time for me to make the transition to gold, and so that's what I've been. This year I focused, I would say 90% of my time is stacking gold now. Not full ounces per se. 10th, and now I'm starting to pick up quarter ounce gold currently. But yeah, like you, Mr. X, there are those collectible silvers out there that I will buy, like the series, like the Gods of Olympus, the Athena coin just recently dropped, so I'll be picking that up, for example. And the new Flash from DC Comics just recently dropped, so I'll be picking that up too. But just to buy a tube of Britannias or Silver Eagles, no, I'm not going to be doing that.
Yeah.
It's even though this is a great time, and yeah, I agree, I could buy some of those to help my dollar cost average, but I don't want to. I've gotten into the mode of focusing on gold, and premiums on gold are down a little bit now. So to me, I feel totally justified in buying gold now.
Yeah, it's a personal preference, and Polybuck again makes a good point. Way to get your dollar cost average is the way, but don't leave yourself broke. And we've discussed that. I think that any metals or any precious metals that you're purchasing should be discretionary income. You shouldn't be putting in my opinion, you shouldn't be putting it on a credit card. You shouldn't be taking on a loan. You shouldn't be taking on a second mortgage just to buy silver. I think that is the channels that recommend that. I think is terrible for them to say just buy as much as you can. Well, I have a philosophy, and when I changed my mode of collecting, that I set myself a budget and I try to stick to that budget. Some months I can buy more because of the premiums. Sometimes I buy less, or sometimes I got to wait a little bit longer to get the piece that I want. So do I wish I had a lot more capital to buy more right now? Absolutely. But I think you really need to set yourself a budget, and it's got to be discretionary. I know some of the quote unquote investment channels say you should have 10% or 15% in precious metals in your retirement portfolio. I would tend to agree, but I think a lot of that is held in EFTs in the paper market, and not so much in the physical market. And I would lean towards putting it in physical, only because then you have it instead of a piece of paper. Mm-hmm. That's my personal opinion.
What's the saying in our community? If you don't hold it, you don't own it.
Yep.
Or something
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, I totally concur with all that. It's if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Bottom line. Bandit Jones, good morning. Thanks for joining us. And
good morning.
I think we have another person, Mr.
Dennis.
Dennis D. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, well said, Mr. X. Like as I was saying, yeah, I totally 100% concur. Completely. And that's enough said. I think we all,
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
So, Wolverine, you have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy the weather. It's supposed to be, well, I think you're supposed to get rain over on that side of the state. But either way, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it.
Thanks, SW. Appreciate it. And be sure, everyone head over to his channel and subscribe if you haven't to Mr. Silver Wolverines. He puts out, good content, reporting on the mint and, other topics related to precious metals and our stacking and coin collecting community. So thank you, Mr. SW. Appreciate it.
I'm far as got it.
Oh,
go ahead. Nope, go ahead.
No, I was, What Mr. Perpetrator said,
Yeah, it worked out great for the dealers for upping up premiums, didn't it?
Yep. Yeah. The only people that benefit from that was the dealers.
Basically.
That all that hype crap, that ticked me off.
Yeah.
I mean,
that goes down a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't want to. Well, we could venture down there, but
no, it's Sunday morning. People are still waking up.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 years of living in precious metals and a 50-50 gold silver mix based on value. Yeah. But here's the thing. You have Miss Hammerfire has a plan, and I'm sure she has a budget for that plan. And I think that is the key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
you got.
I hate to keep harping on that. It seems like I bring that up a lot, but it
needs to be said. I agree. I mean, you got. We're not financial advisors and stuff. We're expressing our opinions and and sharing our what our understanding of things. But you have to do your due diligence. Something I want to point out, and this actually came from my financial advisor. So this is coming from my actual real life financial advisor. What do you think is the percentage of Americans who have at least $500 in their savings account right now that they can immediately access if their car broke down and they needed $500 to repair it? What do you think the percentage of Americans is that actually has $500 or more in their savings account?
I have an idea.
Less than 20%.
I was going to say less than 25.
Less than 20% of Americans have more than $500 in their savings account. This is not. I'm not trying to say, banks or credit unions are bad. That's not the point of this argument here. The point of this argument is most Americans, the vast majority of Americans, don't even have enough money in their savings account to take care of their car if it breaks down right now.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It is sad, and it's kind of scary.
I'm probably starting to preach a little bit, but that's the whole point. If you can't even take care of your basic necessities right now, with all due respect, don't be doing what we're doing. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to get in trouble for telling you to save money. Okay, fine. Go ahead. I'm telling people, save your money first. If you can't take care of your bills, don't be buying this stuff.
Yeah, and if it's not, I know there's a big thing right now. The people in the banks and their money. I buy a safe, put the cash at home, but you should have some money at home too. But yes. The point is that you need a budget. So, so thank you. I can. I'm gonna highlight this because I need all the help that I can get. It seems like I gain 2 subscribers one day and then I lose 3 the next. So I don't know. It could be my charming personality. Thank you, Mr. Jones. I appreciate that.
Easy. Yeah, that gentleman has a wonderful sense of humor, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah. No, I did not take his. I did not take his slogan or his catchphrase, but I agree. As much as everybody complains, and I think that has something to do with the spot price as well. The dollar is at an all-time high, I think, or one of the highest in strengths right now in the world. So the value of the dollar, drives down the cost of. It has a play in precious metals. So.
I think we have a lot of folks with us this morning that I think we all have the same, thought processes here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the chat here, I think everyone's like, we're all in agreement. It's like preaching to the choir here.
Yeah.
So the hard part's trying to get that message out to, everyone, just and beyond the stacking coin collecting community. That message needs to be said.
Yeah, everybody's agreeing. I mean, just about everybody's agreeing.
And I'm curious. To kind of highlight Mr. Boudreaux that here, I was on a quarter tank of gas, went to the station, put $40 in. It only went to half. I mean, that's if you need evidence that we are in inflation, or there it is. Just go to the gas pump.
Yeah, I think we're down to $4.59. I think we're paying.
If you're going to, in a way, and this sounds bad, but with inflation, maybe that will teach folks, hey, I really should save my money. Maybe it's an unfortunate side effect of what we're going through here. People are really starting to prioritize what's really important.
Well, I think it is, and I think that the banking situation, we, God forbid that, we get into a situation that happened north of the border, where they limited and or stopped withdrawals. They fear of bank runs and stuff. Well, it's happened all over the world, where people can't withdraw. So, stacking copper, one against the grain. Hey, the only problem I have with copper is you got to have a lot.
I don't think he means that kind of copper. We like to generically call it the other precious metal.
Oh, now, okay.
And
see, I'm a little slow on the uptake. I forgot to bring in my cup of coffee. It's sitting out by the coffee machine, so I can't. I'm not fully there. So now I understand. Yes, yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yes.
The other precious metal.
Yes, the other precious metal.
Oh, nah. Ted Jones, good guy. I just poke fun at him.
Ooh, $3.99.
Oh,
nice. You must be down south.
Yeah, the gas this morning when I went to go get my latte, which has gone up in price, by the way. Grr.
If you made coffee at home, that would leave you more money to buy more precious metals.
Yeah, well, see, I didn't realize that till this morning. It's like, oh, I need to go grocery shopping today. I'm out of fruit coffee creamer.
I love Tennessee. I was down there for work quite a bit for a while, and absolutely loved Tennessee.
Oh, she's not. I'm her next door neighbor. I'm down here in Sweet Home, Alabama. Roll Tide, roll. What's going on?
Oh, stop.
Well, come on. University of Alabama football hasn't been doing very well this last, couple of years. So
yeah, they haven't won a championship in 2 years. So they, and forget about the fact they won 7, over the course of 11 years, and should have won 8. The one they did get blown out on, but the other one they should have won. But yeah, I got to give it to you. Facts are the facts.
No, well, we could go the whole argument about what happened at last year's, championship game. But honestly, when it comes the last game, the championship game from last year. Yeah, Georgia was just the dominant team. They won it fair and square.
It wasn't even close, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
The first half was close. Second half, it was a blowout. So.
Yeah, it was pretty much Alabama's game to lose.
Yep.
And they lost it fair and square.
So we have another moderator extraordinaire in the house.
Hey, Miss Rhonda, how are you? I would be on camera, but I'm having technical issues. So no, you can't see my smiling mug this morning. I'll try to get something worked out for this evening on Mr. X's channel. So hopefully if you want to see my ugly face, it'll be on the air this evening. So be sure that you take appropriate medications accordingly.
Be forewarned.
Yeah.
And just as a little teaser, we may have a special guest for part of the show.
Ooh.
Nice. And it's a he, and he was in here earlier, and he had to go leave to have breakfast. So anybody that's been in the stream probably knows who I'm talking about. And if you don't recall, looks like Can may be able to make a brief appearance tonight.
Well, there you go, folks. Hey. So
little spoiler alert there.
Big spoiler.
He doesn't know how long he's going to be there, but he's going to try to pop in to say hi. So he's always fun to have on.
Here's a good little trivia question from Mr. Dennis D. Is the 2000 Library of Congress $10 the first and only bimetal U.S. coin, being gold and silver? I have no idea.
That's a great question, but he's saying that's gold and platinum. I don't know. And to be honest with you, if the Mint has ever done that.
Would that be in the red book?
This right here, yes, I got the large print because I got tired of playing around with the small print, so I'm good for a couple of years. I don't know if that would be in here or not.
And I like the spiral bound,
Yeah.
I get the big print too. It's worth paying the extra few bucks so I don't kill my eyes. I mean, my eyes are already bad enough.
It is. It's probably faster to look it up on Google.
Oh, hey, Mr. Andy has maybe an answer here. It's the only bimetal that he's aware of. I got the proof. That turned out the uncirc was the one to buy. Should have known. What I could have, should have.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that Mint made bimetal coins.
Well, technically, other than the 3/9 fine gold and silver, they're all at least bimetal. Even the Silver Eagles have got some copper in them. Okay, that's cheating.
Yeah, they're blended together. When I consider bimetal, it's parts of pure gold, parts are pure silver.
I know.
Somebody needs to have their coffee.
I'm missing my coffee.
Oh my!
I can't believe it. I made a fresh cup, and it's probably nice and cold sitting by the coffee pot.
Okay, I saw this and then I had to take a double take. I just read the first part, my hotspot, and then looked away. All right, I'll get my mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, she's been having
technical issues.
Technical issues.
Oh boy, I know that feeling.
I know. I stopped in a couple different auctions. There were some streams that she had, and she was having a little bit of technical stuff.
What's this? Mr. HVAC here has he says if you lay a buffalo gold coin on each eye socket while you sleep, your eyesight will get better. Okay. It's a little bit of, that's a little expensive to, concept to improve your eyesight, but if it works, hey, I guess it works.
Sure, I'll go with that.
Well, speaking of
that's
which,
more of an example to get more buffaloes.
Exactly. And I got shipping notification. My very first 1 ounce gold buffalo will arrive on Wednesday.
Very nice.
Yay!
Very nice. Congratulations.
Got a 2022 gold buffalo. Bought it. What was it, about a week ago, I guess. When you and I were talking about it.
Yeah.
I think it was about a week ago. Yeah, about a week ago now. So, I mean, gold's gone down a little more from when I bought it, but
yeah, I was gonna say you could have saved another $25 if you would have waited a week.
Yeah.
Or you could have paid another $100 more. That's the thing. You just don't know. You
see, that's the whole point.
Right.
You just don't know. You have to, make your best judgment call based on the information you have, and and reach out to folks, like Mr. X here. Him and I chat almost every day, just about.
Almost.
And,
yep.
Almost. And I know when I was, looking around for that buffalo, it just, I just found it out of the blue from Silver Gold Bull. And I asked him, it's like, hey, what do you think? He's like, it's not bad, and, I had to toy with it and figure out, well, do I want to, it's like, gold might go down further, but, when you're ready, and when you're ready, and hopefully you will, you have a plan and set, you got everything taken care of. And when you're in a position where you can do, make a move like that, and it's okay. Make your peace with it too. Don't go back and regret, like, I could have waited another. Don't beat yourself up, because this is it's a long term game here. So, dollar cost average yourself over time. So don't beat yourself up. I mean, do your due diligence.
Yep.
But once you make the decision, hey, I'm going to get it, and be happy with your purchase. If you're not going to be happy with it, you shouldn't have bought it in the first place.
Correct.
But that's 2020.
Right.
But make your peace before you, and make sure you're that you can do. You are in a position where you can comfortably make a large purchase like that, and be happy about it. And I'm very excited. It's my first gold buffalo. Never had one, so
they're gorgeous.
No regrets. I'm looking forward to it.
So, Jay Jones said, fall asleep. How will you be able to fall asleep knowing you have to search for more in the morning? That's why I said you need to buy more, because you're going to roll over and then you're going to have to look for them. But then I believe Mr. Ramo came up with a solution.
Make sure you use duct tape from Harbor Freight. That way it peels off more easily than real true duct tape.
That or Gorilla Tape. And then you get glue residue on a buffalo.
Oh! Well, you could use that blue painter's tape, right?
You could, but that won't stick to your face.
No. Oh, boy.
Dennis, I'm not seeing an issue with the focus. Looking at the YouTube side, so I'm sorry I can't help you there.
No, you look fine.
There's not much we can do with that either. You know what? I'm on Top Chat. It would help if I go on live chat. Well, I'm new here.
I'm not going to highlight Mr. Jones's comments, so. His unique sense of humor is coming out this morning, so he probably had a couple of cups of coffee this morning. I bet. He's got a good sense of humor, and and go to Ted Jones's Instagram account and subscribe to him, because he puts out cool little tidbits that he's doing at home, some home improvement stuff, and in particular gardening. He, at the beginning of this year, he really put a lot of time and investment into building up his gardening at home. and he has a really cool setup. I mean, he went out seriously. It's like he actually sat down and like designed everything out. Like he drew up a like floor plan on how he's gonna what garden is going to go where on his property. I assume it's his backyard, and you could see what he's bought. All the wood and other related materials to set up the individual plots for the different vegetables that he's going to grow and everything. He's very methodical about how he set up his garden this year. So he's got a lot of great ideas and tips in his videos he posts on Instagram. So head over to Instagram and sign up to Mr. Ted Jones. And plus, he has some couple of entertaining videos in there here and there as well.
I just posted his link to his
Thanks.
account.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, if you definitely need some tips about gardening, definitely check out what Mr. Ted Jones has been doing. You're welcome. You can use that term, methodical. That's your college word of the day, folks. You need to use the word methodical in a sentence today. That's your assignment after today's video.
Well, I think the second part of the sentence is the funny part. Good to know, Dennis. You restarted his system and everything's fine now.
Yeah. See, yeah, Mr. NJ. Yeah, I think it's a combination of buying a El Cheapo camera and it's not really well supported in terms of drivers, and then tack onto that a Windows 11 machine. I've seen kind of two sides of it. I've seen some people saying, "Hey, I don't have problems with Windows 11," and other folks are like, "Oh, I can't get anything to work on Windows 11." So
yeah, I'm scared. I have also ordered a PC with all the upgrades because my laptop is, when I'm doing the streamings and stuff, it's just, I'm afraid I'm going to burn the thing out because the fan, it just gets hot. So actually, the DoN ordered after I ordered mine. We ordered from two different companies. He received his in 2 days, and they still haven't built mine because I upgraded everything, to the best that I could possibly get. So what was originally supposed to ship Monday is now not shipping until the 29th.
Yeah, I bought mine on a Friday midday, and I got it the Monday.
Yep, and I got mine, I think, Thursday night or something like that. It was the night before, or a few hours before, maybe the same day, because I sent you my specs. Remember?
Yeah. I think it was the next day I bought mine. Yeah, because remember I told you, I think it was like
you had the same specs, just different company.
Yep, it's the same. We in essence we have the same exact machine. It's just the chassis has Mike, the company I bought from, and he has his, but it's the same hardware inside.
Yeah.
So it's odd.
Yeah, because it's coming preloaded with Windows 11, and I've got all this stuff that I've been working on and different components that I'm going to have to obviously transfer over to the new machine once I get it. So I'm hoping that the DoN can get everything figured out so that when I get mine, he can walk me through any issues.
No, the only problem I have is just I guess it's just the cheap video camera I have. That's really, I think that's just the really holding up point I have. Everything else works fine. It's just that camera. It's just frustrating.
Yeah. Windows. I saw something about this. Somebody, it was on my feed that there are already talking, or there's rumors that 12 is going to be rolling out much sooner than later because of all the bugs and issues that people have been having or experiencing with 11. I haven't watched the video yet. I was going to watch it. I don't know. It's from one of those tech guys. I watch some of that stuff because I need help. So I watch tech videos to try to help me. Some stuff I know, some stuff I bug the DoN about. And sometimes we can figure it out, and sometimes I'd have to just get up and walk away from the computer, like I have done all weekend with my dang OBS not syncing. But I can go live if I just go live directly from, but I can't even go live directly through YouTube Studio because hit that and OBS aren't talking to each other. So the only way I can stream is by StreamYard. So I've got some type of setting wrong.
Yeah, it's something else. Yeah, that's on my list. Learn how to use OBS.
Well, yeah, and I've been adding some different things to it, and it doesn't matter. It is what it is. But I know that it's 11:35, and we've got Coring Crew coming up at 11:45.
Yep.
Starting their auction. I want to say thank you to everybody coming in. If we missed you, I apologize. We tried to get everybody as they were popping in. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you coming in and just giving us topics to bounce, talk about, and listen to us ramble. So greatly appreciate it. And if you have time tonight, 8 o'clock on my channel, the DoN may be an icon, or you may see his face. We don't know yet. And hopefully Mr. Can make a special guest appearance for a period of time. So I hope you have a great Sunday, and hope to see you tonight. And if I don't, I'll see you on the streams. 73.
Thank you, Mr. X. Appreciate you being on this morning. As always, plethorous, there's the other college word for you, of information and knowledge and experience, and it's greatly appreciated. So thank you, sir. I really appreciate you being here. And to everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us this morning. Wonderful chat, wonderful attendance this morning. I really appreciate y'all taking time out of your Sunday to spend it here with me and with all of us. And please join us tonight on Mr. Gen X's channel for Stack, Chat, and Collect, 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. So please join us tonight as well as if you can. So everyone enjoy your Sunday. Take time to rest and relax, reflect, spend quality time with your family, friends, and loved ones. And I think that's all I'm going to need to say to close up today's show. So thanks for being here, everybody. Really appreciate the love and support. Have a great Sunday, folks.